Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hottest show on YouTube and in the RRU community. Welcome back to As the Stem Turns. And ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying, well, this might be one of the most complicated conversations we've seen involving Greg, Stephanie, Mike, and the whole situation surrounding the addiction, recovery, and the environment that they're trapped in. Because on one hand, there's some very real moments here. Stephanie opens up and talks about her addiction, her depression, her regrets, and the fact that she knows her life's about to be destroyed. But I hope not. Guys, without any further ado, let's get right to the review. So, from about the first 30 seconds, guys, I gotta say, Greg says he's been banned from another motel. And I'm thinking this is gonna be the fourth or fifth now. But it's starting, guys. It's starting. They're starting to get banned. Word of mouth is starting to spread. Greg claims that the motel told him he couldn't rent the rooms because of the ongoing situation. The loud, KD's being loud and Mike and, they're forcing everyone to leave. So being banned for trying to help is only one side of the story. Businesses usually don't kick out paying customers without a reason. Oh, it's true. Whether Ghost's intentions were good or not, the motel apparently decided the consistent drama and noise wasn't something they wanted to have on their property anymore. Oh, it's true. From about the 30-second mark to about the 3.5-minute mark, Stephanie says she'll only go to rehab when she's ready. Is that rock bottom? Is that now? I don't know. But she explains how she wants rehab, but only believes treatment will work when she's ready to change, which is true. And she says being forced into rehab won't help. But there's definitely truth to I'll say it, forcing someone. Plenty of people entered rehab because of family pressure, court orders. What? I'll say it again. Court orders. Excuse me. Or just like plain old interventions. From about the 3-minute to 3.5-minute mark, Ghost summarizes Stephanie's addiction cycle. He says, what he's hearing is she'll continue using until she completely burns herself out. Then, and only then, she'll voluntarily seek treatment. Guys, that's a dangerous mindset because addiction doesn't always leave people in the best of situations, at least not long enough to reach that point. Waiting for rock bottom isn't always an option. Sometimes rock bottom is being unalived or prison. From the 3.5 to the 4.48 mark, Stephanie talks about addiction and depression. She admits that drugs is how she copes with the stress of the world. She says she hates being addicted and even talks about feeling hopeless. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the most genuine part of the whole conversation. It kind of reminds people that addiction isn't usually about getting high. It's often about escaping emotional pain and your mind. And that doesn't excuse destructive behavior, guys, but it does explain why recovery is so damn difficult. From the 4-minute to 4:50 mark, guys, Stephanie says therapists don't understand addiction. Well, that's not true. She argues that therapists don't know what addiction feels like because they've never lived it. Ghost says the message still matters regardless of who delivers it. And I got to agree with him. I actually agree more with Ghost here. You don't need to be a former addict to help someone recover. Maybe to be a counselor, sure. But if that logic were true, doctors couldn't treat illnesses they've never had themselves. From the 4-minute and 48-second mark to the 7-minute and 16-second mark, Ghost says recovery means cutting everyone off. And he repeatedly tells Stephanie she'll have to leave Mike, Katie, and everyone connected to her addiction behind if she wants to stay sober. And that includes you, fishy man. See, this guys, this one is one of the strongest points that Ghost makes in this video. Recovery often means you got to change your environment, guys, because if you don't, you're stuck in the same cycle. If every person around you reminds you of drugs, then relapsing is gonna be inevitable, right? From the 5-minute and 42-second mark to the 6-minute 55-second, Stephanie struggles to let go of Mike. Excuse me. She goes on to say that she genuinely cares for this man and doesn't want to fall on the floor and lose him. Despite knowing the relationship ain't healthy and it's toxic as hell, caring about someone doesn't automatically mean they're good for your future. You heard the saying, if you love something, let it go. And love and recovery don't always go together. And sometimes the hardest part of getting clean is walking away from people you still care about because you used to get high with them. Guys, from the 7-minute and 16-second mark to about the 8-minute and 15-second mark, Ghost says that Mike's environment is scarcely, terrifyingly dangerous, almost toxic. Ghost, he argues that even if Mike ain't using anything, lie, being surrounded by the same people and places still creates that temptation. And that's true. That's true. But it's not true in Mike's case because he's already using. He's never stopped. Well, he probably stopped when he was in jail and for a day when he got out. But an environment it matters. But it's not the whole thing. It's not the whole story. Plenty of people move away and still relapse, while there's other people that stay in the same city and recover. So it depends. I really don't know what it depends on, guys, but it's far more than just geography. And from about the 8-minute to 9-minute mark, Stephanie regrets hurting Mike. She says that she somewhat damaged the relationship and thinks it'll never be the same. Ghost says respect's got to be earned through actions and not words. You should practice what you preach there, fishy pants. I don't disagree. Addiction destroys trust, guys. Saying you're sorry is one thing, but proving through actions that you changed is another. Respect usually comes after consistent and long-term sobriety, guys. And there's never any promises to that. You gotta work. And work is hard. From about the 9-minute mark to the end of the video, guys, Ghost offers to take Stephanie to rehab. Ain't that nice? Ain't that special? He closes off the video by telling Stephanie he'll take her to whatever hospital she dreams of, whatever hospital she's ready to get help from. And I just gotta say, offering support it's commendable, Ghost. It is. But the real question here is whether the support continues after the camera stops rolling. And that has nothing to do with you, Ghost. It's a single ride to the hospital and recovery and sobriety. It's months, it's years of ongoing work and support. It's not easy. It takes work. And work is hard. And Pro says no to drugs and addiction. Overall, guys, this conversation has a mix of genuine concern of tough love and emotional moments. It's true. It's true. Ghost makes several valid points, and I agree, about changing environments, earning back trust and respect, and leaving that street shit behind. But at the same time, it's fair to question whether having these deeply personal conversations on camera helps the people involved or primarily creates compelling content for viewers. That's the tension running through this entire video. And it's something worth discussing.